What is going on, guys? You're back with another video in the 49ers franchise. It is Week 17, the game we have all been waiting for, the game that decides the division, the 12-3 San Francisco 49ers versus the 11-4 Seattle Seahawks. We had that close game against the Rams last week. Jared Goff did get hurt. Obviously, it's not a long-term thing, but our boy Fred Warner did get hurt, unfortunately. Jimmy Ward was player of the week. He was balling out. Shifted the game earlier and then pretty much ended the game at the end. And just a great game from him. Fred Warner, it's a huge loss. Right now, our linebacking core, not looking super great. We have Elijah Lee playing right outside linebacker. He's okay in speed, really good in Excel. Not the worst player in the world, I suppose. But unfortunately, there is no better option. Tyus is obviously a coverage guy. We have some upgrades to make. It's going to be a good game. Of course, whoever wins this will go on. Obviously, if we tie it, we win. So all we need is a win or a tie. I think if we do lose, there's still a good chance we make the play. We obviously make the playoffs. We win the division, but not guaranteed. So a bye week is obviously on the line. And let's take a look at the division, or the conference. Is it actually... I think, if we win this game, we will lock up the #1 seed throughout the playoffs as well. 49ers versus Seahawks. We're going to be playing in Seattle, and it's a beauty. No rain. I kind of felt it was going to be bad weather, to be honest. I'm not really a huge fan of the kind of dome feel because the shadowing is really annoying. It's a beautiful stadium, and I love that, it looks like a traffic light. I don't know if it is a traffic light. But, I just don't like the shadows. It's the only thing. If they could just, somehow bring the sun inside the stadium and just, hover it over, we wouldn't have any issues. Or just play every game at night. Simply put, it would be the greatest stadium ever. But, yeah, I don't like the shadows, so, suck it. That's all I can tell you. Suck it. Chris Carson, Wilson, they're getting pumped. Did not know they were going to be wearing lime green. Is that their base home uniform now? I don't even know. The Cardinals lost to the Seahawks. The Rams lost to us. Both teams that are facing right now are positive in their differential and also on a one-win streak. So here we go against these Seahawks. Caw, mofo. Down the field, Robbie. Going to be kicking a bit of a hang time one. There is a lot of cold going on. A hurdle gets popped to the 33-yard line. Russell Wilson had a pretty decent game against us, I believe. I can't really remember, to be honest. Metcalf and company, worrisome. 3,700 yards, 27 touchdowns, 11 picks. Not an amazing season by any means, but a decently accurate one. So that's really all that matters. So hope this defense is up to the task. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Good to go with a play action right out the gate. We had him. We had him red to the outside. First play goes, I believe, to David Moore. Everyone in the league wearing arm tape apparently now, so we'll see that quite a bit. Greenlaw kind of gets pushed to the side. Great job by the DBs to make Carson lose 2 yards on his very first carry. Atlanta, potential playoff team, gets taken down by the now 4-11 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That team almost always goes 4-12 in Sim, so I don't know. It's not a great team, but it's definitely better than that. Chris Carson slips away, and we had such an opportunity to bring him down, and we just didn't. Come on, Quan. Come on, Quan. There you go. Good job, boys. I love it. The outside, Chris Carson slipping off. Chris Carson slipping off it again. He's going to be a yard short. We're going to come with an overload here. Obviously, it's going to be overloading our coverage because it's going to suck. Metcalf playing tight end on the play. Interesting. That doesn't seem very fair at all. Oh, Greenlaw. Get in there, Greenlaw. Useless. And there goes Penny now, I believe, with a first down for the 16. To the outside, we can't get there in time. DK Metcalf taken down to the 12-yard line. Can we play some defense today? Greenlaw, good job. Only a gain of about 2. Another manageable third down for both teams. I like saying that, manageable for both teams. Am I the one that, kind of invented that? Doesn't seem, it's, not like it's an invention. It's I don't know, it's a really stupid invention. It's a handle for a spoon. There you go. D4 with a sack. Coverage sack, of course, but we'll take any sort of sack we can get. Just like your mama. I mean, what? So the Seahawks waste about half of the first quarter. But that's fine, and it's well through the up. No, it's not. It twinks off the upright and lands about the 15-yard line. Russell isn't close to MVP. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to win it, but he still played very well, and there's a man I worry about. Once again, gonna, test out the waters first before we bring in the true rushing champion, Breida. And there goes Kittle for a pretty big gain. Is that at least 20? It is at least 20, so he's one onto his X-Factor ability. 1,250 yards receiving. Absolutely killing it this season. We love this play because of the out routes almost always go to Pettis. It's a little bit of a... It's not that long of a throw, actually. I mean, there's no chance anyone can cover Pettis on those outsides. He's just insane. You're going to go with a play action look. Breida's in on first down. You would expect a run. They don't really expect a run. And we're going to expect to throw the ball away, which I'm surprised, honestly, wasn't grounding. You're going to go with the run-pass option here. We see Goodwin. Uh-oh, that could be a fumble. I thought that was the fumble one. If that isn't a good read, then when do you ever throw that there? That seemed like a perfect read. He backed up. Guess not. Oh, God. Free rush. Can't get it to Kittle. They go for the overload, and it works. Was not expecting one bit. I think the wind is against us. Oh, to the outside. Josh Jones breaks free. Chris Carson basically spins into him. I was just kind of thinking our game's not over. Quan on the screen. We almost made a huge mistake. He gains 1 yard, actually. No, he loses a yard, so still a really good play, but we had a chance at a pick. Playing a risky game here by bringing Jones on the blitz. No one going to be over the middle. But it was a good decision because they went to the flats anyway, so we forced an early throw, and we will force a punt. Finally, defense comes up. Gotta love that defense. Look at that guy, his dick son. I mean, maybe if you raise him better, he wouldn't be such a bad person. To the, wow, all the way down to the 7. There's a bit of wind, and there's a bit of speed from Goodwin. Get it like wind to Goodwin down to the 33-yard line. Not a bad return. That's the one thing I don't get about sports is how the hell do players, like, because there's some teams that still have their, like, main receiver, main threat in returning kicks. Like, how are they not dead? We trusted the play, and how in the hell does he jump that? I'll never know. Come on the slant. He's going to step up. Going to just throw it in there, and wow, Wagner. That was probably going to be a first down style play, whether we got it on that play or not. Well, that outside look is not great. Backup tight end, Selleck, and Wagner is claiming bodies, and I would wish you to not do that. The worst part is, not only do we not get the first down, which is obviously a big problem, but because we don't get the first down, we punt against the wind again. Now, you want to limit those punts against the wind, man. The weather can play a huge factor, whether it's not raining or not snowing. Just that situation. It's a big one. It changes the game. He could have been at like maybe the 10 there if it wasn't for the wind. Verrett, get that man down. Tyler Lockett. There's no way. We're going to play prevention. You got DeForest Buckner trying to chase him down. All right, Jones, you're the resident beast of all the East. Jones, I said what I said, and I meant what I said. I love your mother because she gives the best head massages. The running back is wide open. Step up, Tard. How? How is Tyler Lockett the greatest player of all time? Maybe I spoke too soon. Can't get 1,000 yards. He'll get 300 in this game, and he will be at 1,000. He's holding on to everything. I'm going to cry. I mean, are you guys going to cry? This is the huge game. And sure, I mean, look at Lockett. Like, we have to cover Metcalf with Sherman. I mean, look at the sizes. Metcalf's not even on the screen, so I don't know what I'm even gaining there. McClose is about to get his tackle broken. Buckner helped him out. 3rd and 8 from the 12-yard line. Backing up. Oh, my God. There's no way. He just timed him. Russell Wilson's the GOAT. Back of the end zone to DK Metcalf for the first touchdown of the game. Well, you guys know what time it is. Time to avoid the guy with the big flaming X. I don't know what kind of voodoo stuff this is. Oh, look at Breida already. First play. Come on, Goodwin. I know it didn't really matter in the long run, but get out there. When's if Breida reaches that player? See Coleman blocking. I believe in Kittle is the main route. Pettis is decent, and Goodwin, I don't even know. Against Wagner, who tries to swat, misses. It's going to be a yard short from about the 50-yard line. I think you probably go for this. You know, this seems challenging. Oh, Kittle's a god. Oh, Kittle's dead. That linebacker deserves a raise. Holy crap. If it was Wagner, I would have never threw it, but non-Wagner, I believed, could make a mistake, and guess what he did? Made a mistake. And speaking of a mistake, Samuel, catch that. There you go. Their coverage was a mistake. But guess what? You know who the guys were that told me not to put him in and put Herta in instead earlier in the season. No, it's not me. There's no way you're breaking off of Wagner. Good try, Breida. Good play on the outside. It's really disturbing that one man can completely control the running back position. There's literally nothing we can do about it. Screen pass. Guess who's in the pursuit? But he's not fast enough. They should have taken him out because he is gassed from all of the effort he's showing. And Tevin walks in. They're wasting a lot of clock, but the problem is there's so much time. There's really no reason not to. Do whatever it takes to get down the field. Verrett has been all over, man. He's actually played really well. It's just Lockett has taken over the game at this point. That's our fault. DK Metcalf, easy 9-yard gain. Should have went for the hit stick. When did Russell throw a pick? Armstead breaking free. That's a huge late hit. And look at Lockett taking over the game. The man cannot be stopped. Underneath. Sherman can't bring a guy down. His team is tackling like a bunch of toddlers. It's probably not the best side to come with a blitz, but we have to do something. We're just not playing well. To the outside, try to swan. We were out of position, down to the 3. 40 seconds left. This is bad. Come on, Buckner. Back of the end zone, wide open touchdown. 35 seconds left to try to get something back for ourselves. We're going to go to Hurd. Oh, look at that. Oh, he trips him up. Oh, that was a great play. Kittle kind of cheating. Our guy Kittle knocking people down. Kittle the outside. Holds on. Goes out of bounds backwards, though, so it does not count. He's going to take a shot, and that's a dime. And he never really got a chance because he got bumped across the way by Wagner, which should be a penalty. This is a big game, so we're going to go for a shot instead of trying to get a little closer for Robbie. Throw it away. There's nobody open, man. Perfect coverage. Really good coverage. I think the Seahawks have Eric Berry. Looking at the stat line, very similar, but we just have 7 points less than they do. Jimmy Garoppolo to start the second half. He's been up and down so far. Not a whole lot of bad decisions. Not a lot of bad throws. Just in a couple of situations where we had to throw it in, traffic, and it just hasn't gone well. I think it's just about time to give Breida full ranks of the offense this game. It's a big game, and there's no time for resting. Breida inside, slips underneath. He's so smooth. I get Eric Berry's probably lost a step, but he almost just lost his ankles on that play. Probably did. Probably has to go to lost and found later. And Breida fumbles on a Bobby Wagner hit stick. That's fine. It's fine. As long as he's not hurt, that's all I really care about. The game's far from over. It's unfortunate, but he's been making good plays. D Ford over the middle. We really got to get these pressures. I mean, instant injury for their youngster, Jennings. We're bringing some extra heat. I think they're going to run it on 2nd and 5. They will. Can Quan get out there? He can't. Colbert does with a huge hit. It's going to be a manageable 3rd and 2. Both teams, 3rd and 1. Oh, God. Bring everyone up. This is going to be a rough one. There you go, Joey. And once again, Joey coming off the edge quick, missing the tackle, but he does enough to slow him down. Chris Carson really has not had a great game, and we are going to force him to 3. It worries me because I feel like they're going to read it. They kind of do. Get out there. Just get out there. Breida, fall forward. Good gain of 7. Use almost all of his energy just to avoid Bobby. Inside, avoiding Bobby once again. Getting 4 yards, though. Oh, come on. I hate that. There you go, Breida. Oh, God. And he does it again. You've got to be kidding me. Fumble number 2 from Breida. Hit stick by Bobby. Touchdown. As much as I love Breida and he's that guy, it might be Coleman time. It might be Tevin time. Good blocks. Good blocks, but you know what's even worse? Their pressure. One-on-one across the board, and nobody gets open. What does it take to get somebody open around here? And it's just another sack. Well, the chances are already low the way it is, but on 3rd and inches, if we don't stop them here, you can pretty much call the game over, I would say. To the outside, we're in press man. Explain to me where playing off of your man is press man. I don't know. We are now down a total of 24 points. And obviously they know we're going to be throwing the ball because A, we can't trust our running backs. and B, the score is way out of hand. And right off the edge, free rush, Joe Staley is washed. These are no-name players burning Joe Staley off the line. Just shouldn't be something we see. Inside, and can't even really blame Jimmy at this point. He's been under major pressure. There's been nobody open. Inside, Breida slips underneath. Obviously, this is 4-down territory, no doubt about it. Pettis slant on the inside. Kittle could burn. Pettis wide open, not going to play any risk, especially in front of Bobby. Hold on to that ball. We hold out for the deeper play. Goodwin catches it, but there's no quick animation. We're down to the 10. This looks like a pretty obvious blitz. Throw the ball. And look at all the backups in. Kittle's back in, and Kittle could be the main. And honestly, only look at this point. No, he's not. Pettis, touchdown. Clutch as it gets. Huge drive. Is it the fourth quarter? And they're telling us we need to go for it, which I agree with. We're actually going to run the ball at the middle. And what is that camera view? It doesn't matter because Tevin's a beast. I mean, this is a must-have situation here. Down by so much. A chance to get off the field immediately. Quan and company. Huge hit by Lee. The replacement for good old Fred Warner is going to force it to 4th and inches. What is that? And it's picked off. That is the worst throw in the history of football. Tried to step up. Instead, he took off and then just throws the ugliest interception I've ever seen in my entire life. Josh Jones is all over it. He gives up a catch. 4-yard gain from the 36. If they have the win, this could be in. They will go for it. This field goal pretty much ends the game. Come on, somebody. Oh! Are you joking me? That would have been the clutchest play we've had all year, and instead, he barely gets it before we can get to him. And that basically seals up the game. 37-18. Maybe we'll be able to get within 10, but it really won't matter. It's all going to be garbage time. To the outside, Pettis is open. Get that ball down, and he holds on. Inside, another god-awful throw from Jimmy Garoppolo. Slides left to avoid the pressure, and just throws just another ugly one. Can't just wind up the ball any longer. You know, honestly, Jimmy, just wind it up any longer, really. Just keep going for it. Do what you want. I'm just going to force it into Hurd because the amount of pressure that is coming at us right now is unbelievable. This offensive line has been dog-awful. Like, if I don't throw it here, I mean, I step back a little bit. You know, this is where he stops, and I end up right here. That's not that much further. All right, Pettis, you're going to be the guy probably, right? No, it's going to be freaking Kittle, who is garbage, apparently. Can't catch the ball in the clutch. That is a GG. An absolute smattering. 43-18. Fumble galore. I mean, this was just a pitiful, terrible performance. Nobody should be happy about the way they played at all. Zero player. Like, I'm trying to think of a single player that played well all game long. I can't think of one. Maybe D40. He wasn't consistent, but he was there a few times. And, you know, with lack of help across the board, he did pretty well. Maybe Verrett, I suppose. I don't know. I can't think of a single name. I really can't. Not a single name. You know, Jimmy Garoppolo had god-awful throws. I know he was under pressure all game long, but some of the throws were just so ugly. I actually would not give credit to any single player. Maybe Pettis. Honestly, maybe Pettis. Jimmy Garoppolo really did not play like an MVP candidate at all that last game. 2 fumbles from Breida, 0 touchdowns. Oh, God, I just wish we could erase that game. Like, might as well act as like we didn't play. Who got hurt? It was what's his name? I just wasn't expecting one of their guys to be so high on the list, and that's not even really high. It's just we were so bad on offense. Cassius Marsh with a 3-sack performance. You know, the GOAT himself, Cassius, the guy we've all heard of multiple times. They had about 8 sacks in the game. Nobody got open. Perfect pass rush. Yeah, if we play like that, we are one and done. Of course, we split the series with the Seahawks. Did we or did we not take the division? That is the question. We, I believe, did not. The Seahawks have taken the division away from us with that victory for the final game. Absolutely choked away the division lead. There's just not much we could have done about it, though. There's really just, it is what it is. Team played awful, and instead of having a bye week, having a rest, we have to play right away against the Saints. Of course, next video will be the stats and awards, and depending on how long that takes, maybe we play the Saints game as well, but we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed the season. 12-4 is still a really good season, regardless of how it finished. We kind of played poorly near the end of it. The Saints are a tough team, whether they're 9-7 or not. You guys didn't get to see it, but here's the chance to see it. We won the game 20-17, so a very close defensive battle. Hopefully they've got some injuries, because I know we have Fred Warner. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, maybe subscribe. Like the video if you liked it. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!